So President Obama announced that the US defense budget must be cut for $500 billion over 10 years. However, it may double and it may even triple. Why? By November this year, if the two parties cannot agree on lifting the ceiling of the deficit, it will double. Later on, if they still cannot agree, it will triple. So what does that mean? It means that the military budget for the second giant to be involved in our area will be in question. And people in the United States have already started to question this pivot, this rebalancing, and the new arrangement, because the new arrangement is not supported financially by the outlook of its economy. For instance, leaders in strategic studies have called for closing bases around the world. Now, a third problem is the society is ill. For instance, 6 million people in prisons are in the United States, more than the Gulag population under Stalin. The United States have 5% of world population, 25% of world's prison population. The society is sick. And the gun violence is rising. 30,000 deaths a year and 86 deaths per day, people shot by gun. And also the income gap is widening. For instance, the top 1% of the society in terms of income has grown 281% from 1970 to now. And the opportunity for poor people to move up is sliding. The United States is here, Denmark is here. And even more, 85% of college graduates move back home. They don't work anymore. So, can the United States sustain its expanded presence in East Asia for long? It seems increasingly uncertain. We hope they will manage the problems to help us, but we have to be objective, to be realistic for our own future. Now look at Taiwan. The inflow of tourists from China is growing rapidly. And by 2010, 6.3 million. But now the number is even higher, and the number per day is growing, which is a government policy. However, when tourists from China come to Taiwan, they usually spend a night in a hotel room. Their eyes are glued to the TV screen, watching people criticizing their government. They found it very, very curious. They are also very envious. They wish their own people could do that. And students from China to Taiwan are saying they will bring their Taiwan experience back home. These students will be the leaders in China in 10, 20, 30 years. So the seeds of democracy and freedom in Taiwan are already in their brain. It will bud. It will blossom one day. For China, not only tourists, but also scholars and officials who come to Taiwan are impressed. For instance, at the end of 2009, there was a General Li Jijun, who commanded 38th Group Army before 1989, who came and commented when he was leaving. He was very impressed with the caliber of the citizens. In comparison to whom? Didn't say, but that is very clear. So officials, scholars come, then absorb the Taiwan experience back home. Well, this is the term, catalyst. It is small in amount, huge in effect. It itself remains unchanged. Taiwan will play the role of a catalyst for China's reforms. Taiwan enjoys peace at home and behaves peacefully with other neighbors. This is also a religious concept, right? Peace within, their peace in the world. And Taiwan has it. When China learns to have peace at home, it is when China behaves peacefully with the world. Few democracies have launched wars against each other. Dr. Michael Doyle has done intensive research. From 1900 to 1945, very, very few democracies fought with each other. From 1945 to 1990, none. From 1990 onwards, a few poor, newly emerged democracies waged wars. But when a democracy is well settled, rich, it is almost impossible to launch war against another democracy. For the United States to contain China, it may not be sustainable. To stop China from rising, it may not be possible. To help a rising China to change its nature towards peace, it may be possible. Thank you.
네, 감사합니다.